Hi everyone, switched up here. I decided to do a review about addressing memories of the miniseries Friendship is Forever. I saw this episode and it was really yet very genuine. Especially this episode is focused on Starlight and Spike over in this miniseries, how to find a way to give Twilight a special gift. So they came up with this magical scrapbook that Starlight had put a magical ancient spells on it. And now they need their friends' help to fill it with their memories of Twilight. But I thought, would they take pictures with pictures of, or at least maybe I first when I first thought came on, heard about this in particular, this miniseries, I thought maybe just going to take pictures of Twilight with her friends of there or something, or been giving pictures that her friends had with them together. But it turns out it wasn't enough like that. I cannot exactly say how that worked, but it turns out just talking about a particular memory made those images appeared in the scrapbook, which was really surprising, but though it would explain since Starlight used an ancient spell. I mean, if we had seen that particular spell earlier in the season, in the show, I would have been stunned. But overall, even season 9's this particular episode were based on when Starlight and Spike was going to ask Rarity for help. In the first episode, part of the episode, we're seeing how much from it was being taken part of the first episode when Rarity sacrificed part of her own mane or tail for Stephen Magent, the serpent. I mean, there are a lot of things. Even the musical, or well, the performance of the song "Generosity" when they went to Maid Haddon. That was actually not what I did expect to see. But even how much this episode means not only for the staff or something, but this episode not only showed one of the best signs of Verity throughout the entire season or the entire show, even showed some of her best and even some worst moments. Some of the worst moments is that when the main had that she had made her friends to stay up all night to help her to get some new designs after turns out that Suri Polymer, or at least Suri, had stolen her idea and even used the fabrics which she was given to her by Rarity by as a generosity act. And especially though when how she realized her mistake in that. In the second one, when she was going to help Sweetbell to make the card for those local race, like a cool card race or something. And that hearing about some more about her Rarity's past when she was part of the same race, but she came in second place and she vowed to herself never be do the same, and that even Rarity had her own inspiration and design for the card, while that Sweetbelle had her own. I can understand that Sweetbelle wanted her sister to help her, but even what this Rarity did was overdo it. She literally took over an entire project based in design of her own, not rather to listen to her own sister, which was one of the negative sides of this entire series. And one of the other bad things when Discord was released in back in season episode Return of the Harmony, how he corrupted Rarity and how her friends thought maybe she has gone crazy because when she was carrying its boulder on her back, even believing that was a giant diamond, but a huge diamond. But in their eyes, it was just a boulder. But that was a part of his corruption. Even when they sing also part of the episode when you can see how much Starlight and Spike are trying to be hidden. That they didn't want to be seen that to let Twilight know, but they are there to be helping by had asked Twilight Rarity for help. Even as Starlight Rarity tried to convince Twilight they were just the raccoons from back in from Maid Haddon. She had been helping her at boutique at the moment. But seeing how much even some of the best moments in other of the best moments were how even she explains to Twilight that over the years that she and Spike had developed a very special relationship. But it doesn't even confirm or some sort of hint that she means some sort of romantic relationship. She only mentions specified as just a special relationship. Seeing especially when she gives Spike this gemstone after that she had helped her to find some gemstones. And seeing even how much he desperate dedicated to get some to try to trade this secret um this like a secret Santa program which the other friends had been doing together that he was trying to give her a special gift. I can understand in Spike's perspective that he wants to do something special for her. But even all this has. But even when it's been noticed, even that knowing that Twilight was inspired by Rarity, especially though when how much she had been generosity had shown spread across an entire kingdom, and especially when she was going to help Rainbow when she was framed for the disappearance of Spitfire, and that they accuse her to be sending away Spitfire so that she can take her place during the performance in Camelot. Normally, the others would probably do something like Applejack would have asked around to start looking for clues, Twilight the same, but seeing how much dedicated Rarity were to help her to unframed to be put her friend to be innocent. I can understand how much her friends were cannot even the others were considered how generosity she has been showing for an entire series show. I mean, how much she had been doing for this. Just from this episode, notice how much she had been dedicated to help not only her friends, family, but also being a part of this new school and all of this. It is one of the most generosity characters, though. Even Rarity is probably what is not one of my top five favorites of the Big Six, but she still is a good character. I admit that. Even she can be a little bit over dramatic in some things, like a drama queen in some part episodes, and overdrew or took things over drastic, over configuration, overthink some things so that wouldn't even make sense, or she freaks out if something like doesn't go according to her ways that she wants, or ends. But I do respect Rarity in that one way that when she will wants to make that opponents to like her designs, but I can understand how that she might feel hurt. But when she reacts like when she puts on herself on this couch and eating ice cream, that is one of the things that very much overdo it. But overall, this episode of addressing memories, it was really very unlike what I expected to see in most. If I do say that this particular, I mean, seeing how much the friends are trying to make this work, just because, I mean, all of this is for, helping her friends, yes. But even we see how much that she has been trying to do for her friends, especially now for Twilight during this coronation. But even toward the end of the episode, when we see when she asks, when Twilight asks if this was if she need and if she has everything she needs, and she does. But when she reveals that if she asks if she still have enough time to make this dress ready for coronation, when she reveals that wasn't even the dress that she had made it at weeks ago, when she said when Twilight said what, and it was really surprising. But well, I can understand it from Rarity's point of view that she had made Twilight to wear a second dress, like a backup. I mean, normally that is actually not a bad idea. But there was one funny part of this particular episode, seeing Rarity playing this guitar and how Pinky's mane and tail stand right up. It's like I didn't expect Rarity to play guitar like that, like a rock star. Seriously, that was really unbelievable. But I don't know. This episode, even if it's only a part of main series, I am just glad that we have seen a little bit more of content from G4 before the end of this, before the G5 will start. Even we have only 6 clips, there is one thing. Even Dr. Wolf had made his part of this particular episode. He wonders, since they are this, since Starlight and Spike are trying to keep this mission, so called, a secret from Twilight. So every episode will be based on the friends. But what will be about the 6th episode? Will if the next one is about Pinky? And it wouldn't surprise me if the next one after that would be like for there is still very much really don't know much about the other ones. Since the third one is still hasn't been revealed to be much about details. But I do wonder, could that last episode be from point of view from Spike? I mean, Spike has been had known Twilight the longest of all her friends together. So I do believe from Dr. Wolf's beliefs that the last episode of the miniseries could be based from Spike's memories. That would actually very make sense. I mean, for all of this, it would really much be considered from his point of view, and especially though his memories from Twilight. Anyways, that is my review of addressing memories. If you have your own opinions or thoughts about this, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, this is SwitchW over and out.